applied myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win. Yeah. Refuse. Mine, it can't be diffused. If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool, chasing diamonds and jewels. Trust me, I was confused. Started minding my business and used my mind as a tool. Ended up finding my purpose and found the time to get to it. They told me I couldn't do it, they told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie, I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me like told me, keep on running, toes they gon' take them. Refuse to lose, built to win, applied myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss, I pay for the cost, I'm winning to win. Yeah. Refuse to lose, I'm built to win, applied myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win. Yeah. Refuse. Hold on.
Welcome to Refuse to Lose Sports. My name is Joe Jordan. We have a great episode for y'all today. Y'all wondering why I got the shades on. You know, first off, my Nats won their first series, up 4 donut on the Phillies right now. But that's not the big reason why I got these on, Tomo. I mean, the whole bracket, R2L NCAA tournament bracket, everybody's winners out except mine. Yeah. I got Michigan winning, and I'm the last one standing. I just need Michigan to seal the deal, and your boy gonna win the bracket challenge in the R2L community. So I'm looking forward to that dub. But I'm feeling good. But look, y'all, we got a great show for y'all. Before we get to that, I got my co-host with me, man. Y'all see him, you know, Mr. Your Done Son, co-host of In the Red Corner. They just dropped the episode yesterday. Tom, I know you saw the news. You know, Jerry Jones saying that George Pickens, he might miss OTAs. So I don't know what's gonna happen. You know, I was gonna throw it in the topic section, but hey, maybe you will address that in your last words. But Tomo, how you doing, man?
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
And that's more so about my bracket, man. We were right there. Something told me, I was like, you know, I should have picked Arizona. I should have just picked the colors and said go with Arizona. But it is what it is. And like Joe said, man, make sure y'all click that link below and tap into that episode of In the Red Corner. Get those views up. Man, about Jerry Jones with the whole George Pickens thing. I'm not doing it again, Joe. I'm not doing this again. Every offseason, the Cowboys found a way to wrap us in with this whole, is he going to sign? I'm not doing it this year. I'm only coming on the show and addressing the topics. I'm not doing it. I'm not buying in. I ain't got time for it. He ain't even signed a franchise tag. I ain't doing it. How you?
I'm good. You know, we do have a third person here. You know, shout out to my boy Dave. He couldn't make it today, but we got a good one to show up on his behalf. Mr. CTC himself, Carl Talking College. Our first topic is going to be about UConn upset Duke. My boy Carl, how you doing, man?
Doing terrible. Not literally, but you know, last place in the bracket challenge, my worst bracket I probably ever made of all time. I probably let the pressure of last year get to the best of me, but it is what it is. But the reason why I'm also doing terrible because the 1 year I tell myself I will not fall for Arizona like they've been letting me down in the past. They make the Final Four for the first time since 2001, bro. I told myself I didn't see teams that should have made the Final Four, and they've always let me down. And I'm not an Arizona fan, but I did like teams that Arizona had in the past. And the 1 year, I'm like, I will not fall for Arizona. I will not. Like Bart Simpson on the chalkboard, they make the Final Four.
And shout out to Arizona. I mean, wiping people off the board, too. I mean, these games aren't close either. Shout out to Michigan, too, same thing. But
not shouting that out. We're not doing that.
At all.
Oh, you too? Okay. Yeah,
come on, man. It's a Big Ten thing, man. I can't do that.
And the Big Ten take it over, though. Big Ten take it over.
Some teams.
Dang, Carl.
I got you, Carl. You ain't got to say nothing. I got you.
Hey, man, I ain't going to lie. I thought you were taking a shot at me. I was about to shoot back, but I'm glad you clarified that.
Yo, it is close, Carl. Dang, it's close. I almost made it.
I mean, hey, man. We went as far as I originally thought we would go. But then I put faith in my team and put us in the Final Four.
I I had y'all going at least one more round.
I originally had us losing to UConn in Sweet 16.
Mm.
But then I said, man, nah. I'm going to show some faith in my guys. Look what that got me.
Hey, man. Like the Ravens, right? But look, y'all, we got a great show for y'all, man. I mean, we got to talk
Commander.
about UConn. We got to talk about UConn upsetting Duke. Wish Dave was here to talk about that. I forgot Dave's a Duke fan. Want to see Dave's reaction to that, too. And Dave in the comments, make sure you got comments. What? Okay, shout out to my boy, Don Bar Ricardo. Go ahead, Tomo.
Member for 30 months, man. Shout out to the network. We here. Draft almost here. With the Pickens news, I believe it when I see it. Arizona winning the chip. Hashtag Spurs finals champs. Hashtag MV finals Wemby. I said, I'm thinking of the title. Wemby. Finals MVP.
Okay, we got the Spurs. Okay. Shout out to Big O. But look, y'all, we got, like I said, we got to talk about UConn upsetting Duke. We got to talk about the NBA expansion, man. They talking about expanding 2 more teams, one in Las Vegas and one in Seattle. They bringing Seattle back. Bam Adebayo, he had some comments saying he's tired of being a player. And he's frustrated with Miami. Should he want out of Miami? And last but not least, we got to talk about the Toronto Raptors. We talk about the Hawks. We talk about the Hornets. We talked about a lot of teams that were potentially can make noise in the playoffs. But the Raptors are sitting right there and been there all year. What are the Raptors ceiling for this upcoming playoffs? And like I said, my boy Dave not here, but it is Monday. And if he were here, he would tell y'all, I know it's Monday, it ain't Friday or Saturday, but still, every day on R2L, we turn up.
Turn me up.
So we are streaming this on 4 different platforms, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and X. But our main platform is YouTube. We get most of our content, all the segment videos, extra shorts, everything on YouTube. So whatever platform you're watching this on, make sure you like the video, follow and subscribe to all of our social media platforms. You can follow us almost everywhere at Refuse to Lose Sports. But on X and Twitch, you can follow us at R2L Sports. And share this episode with somebody, anybody, so they can come on and watch this show live with you, because you could be involved in the show by being in the comment section. We can see all the comments y'all will be putting out throughout the show. Shout out to Big O for the super chat. And Penn State winning March Madness. All right, okay.
They like taking a Steph Lundy and walking through them doors.
I know. All right. So shout out to everybody in the comment section. We appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all stick out throughout the show. And make sure y'all let us know what's your favorite team. Okay, if y'all can. But last but not least, enjoy the rest of the show. Tomo, floor is yours.
Hey, man, shout out to Big O for being one of the moderators, man, in the chat. We making it, Joe. We got mods now. You know, they can help us out because we've been needing some for a while. They've been wilding. This is like PG-13 compared to what we've seen. But some people want to say it should be all a dream. Or some people say, man, hurry up and beat Duke. That's kind of what happened. Carl. CTC Carl talking college. We did the bracket, right? Duke was at the top of everyone's, as Martin would say, Pop-Tart charts, because that's what happened. They were soft in the middle once UConn found a way to snap back on that 19-point lead to get a buzzer beater to beat Duke 73-72. The chats went crazy. And I'm going to give y'all just a little bit of story time right before I roll into asking Carl his reaction once he's seen that. For the second time in the red corner, which is powered by Refuse to Lose Network, make sure y'all click the link below. We have done an episode on Sunday when there has been a game happening that everyone is in the chats going crazy about, and you can't do anything about it. Right before we went live, Joe, I was talking to Ty backstage, and Ty was like, okay, I see Duke. I told him Duke was winning. I was like, yeah, it's like 14 minutes left, though. But I said, hold on just a second, no play. It's March Madness. Anything can happen. I need Duke to win, too, but anything can happen. And right as we were announcing the up-and-coming fights, like the third fight in, I looked at it, and you can probably go back and see my reaction. I was like, oh, no. Well, I was like, what? And they probably thought I was talking about the fight. I seen the notification come up that Duke lost by a buzzer beater told Ty backstage, and he was highly upset. So again, this is the second time in the red corner history. Again, powered by Refuse to Lose. A comeback has happened while we were doing in the red corner. Shout out to the Cowboys for giving me that victory, though. That was the turn up I'll never forget. Carl, 73-72, 10 seconds on the clock. Why did Duke do what they did?
I can't explain to you why Duke did what they did. I forgot Ty was a Duke fan, but I can't explain to you why they did what they did. Well, not they. I can't explain to you why Caden Boozer did what he did. Now, the only explanation I have is that there was nobody in the front court, excuse me. He had two dudes down front court wide open, and he thought he couldn't get an advance pass to Patrick Namba. Namba dunks the ball, and essentially the game is over. However, things can go awry, and things went awry. There's 10 seconds on the clock when you inbound the ball. Literally, it's not 10.2, not 10.9, it's 10.0. In basketball, or in college basketball, excuse me, for those who don't know, you get more than 8 seconds to advance the ball. You get 10 seconds. So, also, another rule in college basketball, because Duke had a timeout, if you are trapped or whatever it may be, and you're not going to get the ball across the timeline, which is the half-court line, in 10 seconds, you can call a timeout, and your 10 seconds resets. So I can take it all the way down to 21 seconds, call timeout. Now I got to 11 seconds to get the ball across. So with that being said, all you have to literally do is hold the ball. A 10-second call ends the game. There's no point put, no 0.2, 0.5, 0.9. No, the game is over. So you have to hold the ball in that situation. Patrick Namba, you get an advance pass to him. Maybe he drops it, slips through his hands, out of bounds. Maybe someone catches up to him, fouls him, terrible free throw shooter, misses the front end of a 1-and-1. You hold the ball. The worst that can happen is you get fouled, you miss the front end, but Caden Boozer is a good free throw shooter. So I think he would knock down both. And now the game is essentially over. You get away, don't foul, let them shoot whatever they're going to shoot. There's no full point shot in professional basketball, or American professional basketball, or college basketball. I don't know about other leagues overseas. Don't kill me in the comments. Oh, Germany got a foot. I don't know. But anyway, he just had a brain fart. You try to advance it, try to put the kill shot, and ultimately it backfired. And Braylon Mullins, that shot wasn't easy. I see a lot of people clowning Isaiah Evans. Oh, his Instagram handles put a hand up. He ain't put a hand up. First of all, it's for the defender to put a hand up on him. He's not for him to put a hand up on people. Second of all, that's a 35-foot shot. I put a hand up and get a stupid 3-point foul shot on a 35-footer. Y'all gonna look at me dumb. Hey, man, he took a 35-footer with probably 2 seconds left. Didn't even shoot the ball. Like, he had to get it out quick. So if he hit it, oh well. But it's just terrible luck. But ain't like this ain't happened last year. Duke, with 1:15 left, up 7 against Houston in the Final Four, blew that game. This happened last year. Turnovers happened. Cooper Flag didn't hit the tough shot to win, to make it a 3-point game. Well, put it out of reach, one of them two. And then Houston came down and won it. So I'm not blaming John Shire by saying that at all. I'm just saying we've seen it before under John Shire. But ultimately, I do want to end off with this. Caden Boozer still had an incredible game, and it sucks for the guy because he had a good game. I was almost about to say that he should have been starting over Caleb Foster throughout the year. Caleb Foster is starting in front of him because of seniority, and now that play is going to ruin everything good with the game that Caden Boozer had.
Yeah, like that was crazy. When I didn't know his handle was get a hand up. He said get a hand up.
Put a hand up. Allegedly.
That's crazy. But shout out to Dan Hurley, man. Like, I mean, I gotta give him props. Like, Carl, let me ask you this, because you look at coaches across the college world. This man really is in the Final Four in 3 years, 3 out of 4 years.
Yep.
And he could potentially have 3 championships too. And I was looking at the list of coaches of who has 3 or more, and it's not a lot. You look at the Hall of, like, the John Wooten's, the Coach K's, the Coach Rupp's from Kentucky, and then you got like Jim Calhoun, who has 3, Bob Knight, who has 3, Roy Williams, who has 3, and they have full college coaching careers, and none of these guys are coaching right now. So,
Well,
like,
some are deceased. RIP.
right? No, I'm talking. Yeah. I was talking about the three, but you're right. All right. So he's active, and he hasn't even been coaching for. He has been coaching for 15 years in college. I think exactly. He came in 2011 in college. I don't know
Not
about
at UConn. He's been
But
at
UConn, it'll be like
yeah.
5-6 years, right? In UConn only, right?
Nah, not 5-6, maybe like 7 or 8.
I was just looking at it. Yeah, he's been in UConn since
It's probably like
2018.
2018. Yeah.
It's 2018.
Yeah.
2018. You sure?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
I see. 2018. Okay, 2018.
Off the dome.
Yeah, so
I
like
looked it up.
7 years. 2018, 19. So 7 years he's been there.
Yeah.
And 3 times in the Final Four. And before I get to my question, I do want to say this. Some people are saying like, "Oh, he should have got an attack." I would understand you if you were a Duke fan. You know, if I was a Duke fan, I'd probably be like, "Man, like, I should have been attacked." But the referee cannot call attack at that moment, man. Like,
can I interject? Because it's alleged that he actually know, bruh. And
okay, which makes sense. It looked
like celebrating.
That's all. Whoa.
Not the ref, but Hurley.
I don't think he celebrated, but I think it was kind of like
No, I'm talking about Hurley know the ref.
Allegedly. This is all alleged.
Let y'all finish. I'm gonna let y'all finish.
Oh, okay.
I ain't trying to throw no smut on nobody. I mean, it's not like a bad call ruined Duke. So even if he do,
you're right. I'm just talking about the fans. They add to it for a fan who probably didn't know that. They like, oh, that's his man's.
Yeah, right. I know, right? Exactly.
But this is alleged. This is alleged.
That's true.
I thought that was a iconic moment because, like I was talking about backstage, first the coaches are celebrating and they rip like his blazer off his shoulder. So he already looked like he just got into a fight. And then next thing you know, he's forehead to forehead with the referee. Like, dog, like that's a picture right there. If I'm him, it's on my wall.
Shout out Fran McCaffrey. He ain't get that close, but he had a stare down with a ref against Michigan State when he was with Iowa.
Now this one was crazy. This is right
after the game winner,
and you are risking getting a technical foul
and losing the game,
which could lose you the game. But they didn't call it, so thank you they didn't. But shout out to him. But so Carl, where would I'm not gonna put you on the spot and say where will you rank him, but where will you?
You can ask me that.
Oh, you could? Go ahead.
Like, what you mean, all time, or you mean currently in the landscape?
Currently in the
number
landscape.
One. Yeah. I've been ranking him number 1 for a while.
Okay. Okay. But all time, you have an all time thing or no?
Oh, I'm sorry. That Buzz Williams don't even get thrown in this.
Hey.
Nah, you ain't. You talking about he way better than him?
He is.
He, right now, he better than so. Go ahead, finish, Joe.
Nah, you don't have an all time thing though, right? It's on the spot.
All time. I mean, I can't go as far. I always tell y'all, like, when I was growing up, I didn't really watch college. I got moments or like guys I watched, but like as far as how I am now, no, not even close. I didn't get hardcore into college basketball until my freshman year in college. But going off what I know all time, I mean,
go. So you went to college when?
2012.
So from 2012 and above, where will you rank them?
All time? I would say Coach K probably won, obviously. I mean, I literally was at the Final Four where he, not the game, but the Final Four where he beat us to get to the championship game. I wasn't there for the championship. Coach K probably won. Whew. If he wins, I might put him again above Roy Williams.
That's my next question. Would you put him above Roy Williams? What about Jim Calhoun? Would you put him above Jim?
Nah, I can't put him above Jim yet. He did it. He's done it great, but Jim Calhoun's literally like the starter of the UConn coaching. Like Jim Calhoun literally started it all.
Yeah.
So I can't put it above him yet.
He got to pass him.
Yeah, I can't put him above him yet. But
he does above John Calipari, right?
Oh, for sure over John Calipari, in my opinion. Not even close. I'm sorry. Yeah. Calipari is a great recruiter, a heck of a recruiter.
Nice team.
Better coach.
What about your boy?
I put him over Izzo. He got to. I mean,
come on, Joe.
For nothing. Tomo.
I was talking about Calipari. My bad. It was a delay.
No, it wasn't. He's better than
it was a delay.
That's the Maryland floor. Anyway,
I have to. Like Tomo.
I have to though, only because now Izzo got great stats in March. He got like tied for like the most Big Ten tournament wins. He got a bunch of Big Ten championships, a bunch of Final Four appearances. He got 6 Final Four appearances. But Izzo won the big game once. Well, I'll say this. I got Izzo over Hurley for now. If Hurley wins, I might put Hurley over Izzo. But for now, I'll go Izzo. Just like I'll go Roy Williams over Hurley for now. But if Hurley pulls this off, I might have to go both. I might have to have him over both. Because 3 and 4 years is insane.
And then this year, the bracket that they was in, like they was talking about
they was in the
one
East.
of the tough. Yeah, to come out of that bracket.
Yeah.
And
he also he went back to back as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I know like their last championship they had their best players were seniors, right? Like
well, for the most part, yes. I mean, Stephon Castle was probably one of their best players
and
as a freshman.
Donovan
Clingan, he wasn't a freshman. Because he was a backup the first year they won. He was backing up to Sanogo. But I want to say Clingan was a sophomore. If not, I don't want to say he was a sophomore that second year. But most of the guys, yes. Tristan Newton was a senior. Who else was on that team? Tristan Newton. I think Jordan Hawkins left that second one. I'm trying to remember that second team. It was Caravan was like a sophomore. Yeah, because Caravan's a senior now. Caravan was a sophomore. I'm having a tough time trying to remember that team. But I think they were kind of like from the memory I'm having right now, I could be wrong. They were kind of on the younger side a little bit.
But this year is the same thing though, right? Like I know like
they're senior led this year. Mullins is a freshman that got to hit the shot, but Ball's a senior, Caravan's a senior, Terrence Reed's a senior. But Terrence Reed was a transfer. He played there last year, but he transferred from Michigan 2 years ago.
Solomon's a junior.
Yeah, Silas Demery's a junior. He's a transfer from Georgia.
So I feel like don't you feel like that's like the difference with him and other school programs with the great coaches? Like they got a lot of
not Izzo. Izzo's more so a guy.
Yeah, Izzo's different. Yeah,
Izzo's different. But from even Coach K was kind of late to the party again, freshman too, though.
Like once that I would say like since Kyrie.
Yeah, he was kind of late to the party. Roy Williams but even the Roy Williams championship team in 2017 was mostly like, I think Jay Jacks was like a senior or something like that. Bryce Johnson, I think, was on the team, was an upperclassman. Marcus Page, I believe, was on the team. He was an upperclassman. So I want to say even the Roy Williams teams in 2017 was like full of upperclassmen.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like that was one thing everybody was holding on to, like not taking away from him, but like his guys come back and they stay in UConn and they build. And they got like veteran leadership in college. Yeah, that's going against like freshmen and sophomores that's leading the team.
But that's your fault.
Yeah, no. I don't think people were killing him for that.
Okay,
they saying like they're like these guys want to come back and play for him. So, or it's probably they just not high prospects at the moment.
I mean, my job as a college coach is to get players to the league, but it's ultimately to win games in college. So
that's why they pay you the big bucks.
And you see his personality, Joe, alone, that probably keeps players coming back. Like, again.
I ain't gonna lie though, I still don't forget he threw his team under the bus last year.
Yeah, everybody say he got killed last year on how they got out.
Well, not how they lost. It was how he was playing it through the season. Because last year they were at 8 seed. They didn't have that great of a season up to the UConn standard that he's built. Because nevertheless, don't forget, UConn was in a bad place when he took this job. They won a championship under Kevin Ollie, excuse me. They won a natty with him, but the program kind of like took a dip under Kevin Ollie. So they got rid of Kevin Ollie and brought Hurley in. And Hurley told people what was coming. Like, get it in now, because in a few years, we're going to be like the last one laughing. I'm paraphrasing what he's saying, but that's basically what he said. And he told the truth.
He kind of put a Signetti.
Pretty much. Pretty much. He ain't say, check my resume, I'll win, but pretty much.
I mean, he can say that when he go to his next spot.
UConn,
I think UConn's the last collegiate destination for Bob Hurley.
Yeah, because that's a big school. But University of Rhode Island. That's all I gotta say.
What do you have to say? What do you think? Getting Bob Hurley?
No, didn't they have him?
Did they? I don't know.
Yeah, they had him. Yeah,
they had him, but they didn't want to pay him.
That's crazy.
Did
they have him with my boy JT
Rhode Island and
did they have him with JT Terrell?
I know they went to the tournament. I know that for sure.
Yeah, he was probably there with JT Terrell and EC Matthews when they beat Oklahoma.
That probably was it. Because
I'm on Instagram and I'm seeing endless stories of people here like, dang. And Dang.
Hey, I'm looking right at it. That was one of my little.
My bad. I called him his brother name. I called him Bob Hurley. Dan Hurley.
I was like, I don't know where Bob gonna
That's
show
his
up
brother.
neither, but
That's his brother. That's his brother. My fault. They brothers.
Hey, brothers.
But yeah, was he the head coach? He was the head coach at Rhode Island with E.C. Matthews and them. I was watching Rhode Island back then too. I didn't remember that he was the head coach. But yeah, they had some talent at Rhode Island. That's a JT. I think it was Jared Terrell. And E.C. Matthews.
Yeah, my wife, she went to the University of Rhode Island.
Hey, they messed up bad.
Mm-hmm. Dang.
Yeah, they beat Trae Young. They beat Trae Young in them in the first round.
And then I remember that. And then he went to UConn right down the street for real. It ain't right down the street, but you get it.
Nah, I get you.
Basically, that's
not far from
insane.
And they turned up. Dang.
I mean, most coaches do that, but shout out to him because one coach left Maryland and tried to go to Philly and it didn't work out.
What do you mean it didn't work out? It worked out really well.
No, it didn't. He lost.
So what? He made the tournament for the first time in a long time.
He lost.
Get the job done.
In the first round.
That's fine. He had a major injury.
Where were the Terps last year?
Where
were the Terps last year?
In the Sweet 16. Where were the Terps this year?
I'm just saying.
The Terps, did they even win 16 games this year?
If Joe was doing the couch that he normally does for the playoffs, all he did was expand a week. That's it.
It's been his first year.
Bring the pizza, Kevin.
Villanova was in a terrible spot when he was there.
It don't matter if you Home Alone 1, Home Alone 2. Kevin is home.
I understand it, brother. He did y'all dirty. I can't say get that hate out your heart because I would be you.
It'll never happen. I feel like that's why I'm speaking more so for the Rhode Island fans. I understand where y'all coming from.
That's no that's different.
Wait, now you see what I'm saying though. I understand their fight just a little.
You can't feel for the Rhode Island fans need to be mad at Rhode Island. I get why you're mad at Kevin Willard. He basically
I'm mad
left
at
y'all
Maryland
in between.
too.
But no, Maryland can't do nothing about that. He left y'all while y'all were in the tournament.
We got a whole new segment, Joe. I think we stumbled on our fifth segment.
But he literally Maryland can't do nothing about him talking to Villanova while y'all are alive in the tournament.
But the reason why he talked to Villanova is because he asked Maryland, like, "Hey, are y'all gonna stop paying for players?" And they were like, "No." He said, "Well, if you're gonna be cheap, I gotta go." So I wasn't mad at him for. I wasn't mad at him.
I feel you, but. Then you can't be mad at Kevin Willard.
No, but I'm mad at how he left, though. That's what I'm saying. It's how
you gotta pick a struggle, Tomo. You either gonna be mad at Maryland for not paying players, or you're gonna be mad at Kevin Willard for asking them to pay for players, and they telling him no.
I can be mad at everybody with the pie that I'm talking about. So look, turtle shells have a lot of designs on the back. So this is what I'm trying to tell you.
Y'all are soft. You get stepped on.
You got one more time. I'm already hurt. And you just gonna keep kicking me while I'm down. Just relax. Hold on. So what I'm saying is I was mad at Maryland when they said they weren't paying for players. So I said, all right, if Kevin want to leave, cool. But Kev, don't leave in the middle of our Sweet 16 run right before the game. You like, yeah, I'm going to Villanova, but not tell the players that you're going. They got to find out on Twitter.
That was, I can't lie. That's
messed up.
But that is crazy. But I mean, he literally told Maryland, well, like you said, he literally asked Maryland, we need more resources. And they said no. So that means I'm about to go to a place that gives me more resources.
Be mad at the organization. Be mad at the don't do the play like that, man. Yeah.
But I will say this. Y'all were going to lose that game. Y'all were going to lose that game anyway.
You never know. We had a buzzer beater to get there.
Anyway.
We had a buzzer beater to get there. You never know.
Mm-hmm.
Some people said that about UConn.
That ain't the only buzzer beater that year, though.
Huh?
That wasn't us. That was them.
That was. Oh, my bad. Dang.
Wait, no. What did Joe say?
That wasn't the only buzzer beater that we hit that year. He was referring back to that game.
Yeah.
Where I was counting. I was counting the steak that I was going to put in that bowl.
And the dude that hit that buzzer beater went to NC State. And look how they did him. That coach left for LSU immediately. Right back to the place he got fired. I'm sorry, Drake. You shouldn't have left, bro.
I'm glad y'all getting paid, but
you came up. He left us. They started him for like the first couple games. Then they started bringing him off Trey Holloman left, and it ended up being like a worse situation than MSU.
Yeah, there we go, Joe. That's our fifth.
I don't hate Trey Holloman though. Do what you do. You thought you did what was best for you in your college career.
So, Carl, while we're in the college segment, let people know when you're going to be giving your picks for the Final Four.
Oh, that'll be Saturday. The Final Four games start Saturday. So that day, I will be giving my picks probably around like 5:30. But I have more episodes dropping in between. We got the CBC starting Wednesday. The College Basketball Crown start Wednesday. That's an 18 tournament. So I will be giving picks for that. And the NIT Final Four starts Wednesday as well. So I will be giving my picks for the NIT on Wednesday as well. So I will be dropping episodes in between the Final Four for the NCAA tournament Saturday. Wish we'd have had a CBI, but it got canceled.
Just want to remind everybody, your boy is the only one in the R2L bracket that got their winner in business right now.
Hey, no matter how much I feel like Michigan about to win it, I'm not picking Michigan in my bracket. Absolutely not. I'm unbiased on my show, not in real life.
All right, one more thing, Carl. Let me ask you this. Did you hear the statement that was made about this may be the greatest Michigan team ever?
Yeah.
And did you hear
if they win it, it might be.
Okay, so you agree
they
with
got like multiple
40-point
win games.
I was going to ask you, did you agree with Jalen Rose?
Yeah, they went undefeated on the road.
Did Jalen Rose agree with that?
He said if they win. He said if they win. It was literally what Carl said. If they win, then we can start having that conversation.
Yeah, they literally might be the best Michigan team to ever play at Michigan.
That Michigan team should have won, but
no, I don't think that was freshman year though. Was that freshman year or sophomore year? Because they ran it back.
That was freshman year I'm talking about.
Dang, the timeout was freshman year. Dang.
Yeah, it was freshman year, right? It was a Fab Five with the NA freshmen, right? All were freshmen.
I don't remember if that was a freshman year or sophomore year.
Yeah, they all came.
I remember they played North Carolina back in.
They all came back.
Oh yeah, I think that was their freshman.
Yeah,
I don't remember. But I will say,
I played 1 year in college.
They came back. They ran it back.
Oh, okay.
But I will say, I can definitely, if they win it all, I can agree with that statement, bro. They did some crazy things, bro. Like I said, multiple 40-point wins, undefeated on the road in the Big Ten, lost only one Big Ten game, and that was the Wisconsin. If they win, they will only have 3 losses on the year, 30-plus wins.
Yeah, nah.
Big Ten championship. They didn't have the tournament championship because Purdue, even though I don't like both schools, but I don't like Michigan way more.
You beat the Brace Hall Tennessee, though. Dang.
I seen that coming.
I actually had that part of the bracket correct. I had Tennessee going this far.
I didn't. I had them beating Virginia.
Oh, you did?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was looking sweet until Arkansas got smacked by Arizona. I was watching. I was like, dang.
See, I didn't even have Arkansas going that far. I had Wisconsin.
I had them going that far.
I had Wisconsin beating High Point.
Illinois messed me up too.
Huh?
Houston losing to Illinois messed me up. I had Houston and I had Florida, Houston, Arkansas, Purdue, Michigan, and Tennessee.
Yeah, I had Houston versus Florida too. But Florida ultimately did me dirty because that's why I had winning.
Man, what? And then Duke lost. I had Duke winning, but I'll take the L. I'll take it.
I had Florida winning it all.
So Michigan can lose.
Michigan got Michigan, they got Arizona, man. So
I hope Arizona don't turn into the Arizona I know and hate.
Well, now you're rooting for them, they will.
Oh, I'm about to jinx the mess out of Michigan every jinxing possible way I know how.
You know,
you heard what Carl just said, man. They're the best team.
Huh?
No, that wasn't the jinx. That was honest. That was real. This really might be the best Michigan team they've had ever.
There it is. Just take me home, Michigan.
Don't do that.
Well, send them home. One or the other.
Thank you. Tomo is absolutely correct.
There we go. Let's move on right quick, man. We got to move into the pros right quick, man. You said we trying to have Michigan send Joe home, and now 2 teams in 2 cities are now one is getting basketball back, and one is calling basketball. Well, they got the WNBA there, so I'm trying to figure out how the Aces gonna feel when an NBA team gets there too. But that gives it away. The NBA has agreed to expanding, and now they're going to have 2 teams, one in Seattle and then one in Las Vegas. So the question stems, right? Is this a good or bad thing for the league? And I'm going to start with you, Joe.
I mean, good or bad? I mean, I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's bad at all. Obviously, I do think that in the beginning, it's going to be crazy because don't they got to every team could keep their top 8 players.
Yeah,
and everybody else
protected.
Yeah, top 8 are protected, and then 6, whatever. Top 8, something is 8.
I heard 8 too.
So shout out to OKC because they're gonna dip in y'all a bag of chips first because y'all got depth like crazy. But the top 8 are protected, and they do a draft. So it reminded me of the Bobcats. But remember the last time that didn't survive. The Bobcats didn't survive. Well, they actually turned into
the Hornets.
The Hornets. Them. Yeah, they rebounded.
Back, yeah.
Which we can all agree was great.
But then going back to
great to rebrand them back to the Hornets.
I ain't gonna lie, the Bobcats just look like a 2K.
I was about to say everybody clowned the name the Bobcats.
Yeah, nah, I'm with that.
They look like a creative team on NBA Live for real. At the time, it was NBA Live. I think. I mean, they had a dunk contest. I think it was NBA
It was
Live.
live. Live
That
was
was
pretty
live.
much the
Yeah.
It was
game.
loud. I remember how you used Gerard Wallace as on the dunk contest, and they had Raymond Felton and all that stuff. But I think it's cool. Now the question is, they what else they're trying to do is like move teams to different conferences. Because right now you got 15 and 15, and it'll be 16 and 16.
I'm sorry.
And you got?
I'm a big kid right now. My bad, go ahead.
Like, wow. But so my thing is, I heard that they're talking about moving Minnesota to the east, like teams like Minnesota to the east and something like that.
Or
So
Memphis, one of those two.
Memphis, that kind of makes sense to put. Minnesota's right by Indiana for real. Like, I don't. It makes sense.
Yeah.
Detroit, they're all in the Midwest, bro.
Yeah.
Like, they're the only Midwest team that I can think about that are in the West. Because you got Chicago, you got Indiana Pacers, you got Detroit Pistons, you got Milwaukee Bucks. They're all in the East.
Cleveland.
So if I'm Anthony Edwards, I'm like, cool. You know what I mean? I'm cool with that. So I like it. I think it's cool. More opportunities, more jobs, because we trying to get some people in the NBA over here. So more opportunities, more jobs is good for us.
I think it's good for the league, and it's good for more players that are trying to get into the league. I think it's going to be bad for those teams when it's time for them to give up their players, because it's going to be teams like the Wizards who got all these young players, and it's like, as soon as you finally try to get your team in order, here go two more teams stealing your players away. So it's like, then you got to think about teams like Charlotte, right? Where it's going to be like, man, again, we finally building the foundation, and now here y'all go with two more teams and y'all pulling our players away. Then again, also it's good for the city of Seattle, because as soon as you get Kevin Durant, they want to move to Oklahoma. Like, as soon as you get back where you can feel like, all right, we got a team that can compete, they move them to OKC. And now it messes everything up. The ugly part, again, as I said, is people losing their players. The bad part is people losing their players. But also the bad part is, who's going to own these two teams? Like, who's going to be one of the owners in Vegas? What is this actually going to do for the reshifting of the league? Like, because at one point, the NBA players were shifting power by moving teams. And now you move Ant to the East, which, like you said, Joe, will probably be a side, because he's like, now I ain't got to worry about the Nuggets in them no more. Because we win 40 wins in the East, we probably like a top 5 team. 40 wins out West, you like, man, we are playing. And now you saying what Bam was saying, and we're going to talk about that in the next segment. But again, I'm not mad at it. We'll see how it all plays out. I'm waiting for the draft. But again, I think they were too busy fighting how the tanking stuff, all the tanking rules that they wanted to put in place, when they could have just had something like this put in place and like, well, now you got more teams. So what you going to tank for? Because now the lottery expands. So we'll see. Carl?
Before you go, Carl, that's what I'm happy about this year, is that we are in the golden draft. And it's more teams gonna be trying to tank and be in the lottery, because these expansion teams are not gonna be good. They're gonna be in the lottery next year. So it's like, dog, get our guy now. Because if we don't get him now,
they're not adding these teams after this year. It's after next year, right? Or is it after this
no,
year?
2028.
Oh, okay.
2 years basically.
Okay.
But that's what I'm saying. Get our guy now. So when these two teams come, it's like, oh, we not in the rat race no more, trying to find our superstar. So thank you. So this is the golden goose draft right here.
I love it. I love it. Gives more opportunities to players. We talk about players all the time that are talented enough to be in the league, but the league is just, full of talented players. There's 30 teams, not 32 like the NFL, but I mean, obviously roster spots and all that matters, but there's 30 teams. So some very talented players are forced to play overseas or G League and stuff like that, instead of being in the league where they are capable of playing. We've seen guys like Malachi Flynn drop 50, and he's no longer in the league. We've seen other guys drop points and no longer be in the league. And we've seen guys come in, play well on 10 days, but get boxed out. So I like it. And then another reason why I like it is because fans of teams don't have to travel as far. For example, Seattle will have to travel to Portland. Now they got a team. Vegas will have to travel to Cali. Now they got
Arizona.
team. Well, Arizona got Utah. I mean, that's still a travel, but
No,
I
the
mean,
Suns. You forgot about the Suns?
Oh, I'm tripping. I actually did, but I'm tripping.
See what Bradley Beal did, y'all? See what Bradley Beal? He did that to the Suns. He forgot about the team.
I need the Suns not to exist so we can get D-Book. But
Ask him for a minute too.
I've definitely been asking for D-Book for a minute, but I like it though. Teams, Seattle Supersonics. I was born over in that side in Washington, and I've been wanting to see Seattle come back. So that'd be cool. And OKC was cool enough to say like, hey, if they come back, all the history goes back to them, which bravo to OKC for that. And I just ultimately like it. Now, revenue, it'll bring more revenue because obviously you'll get the people in those cities excited to have a team. They will buy tickets, stuff like that. I saw somebody say that a con might be more blowouts in the league. I mean, there's blowouts in the league almost every night now, so I don't really care. Ain't changing nothing that's currently going on, but I love it for players having more opportunity, coaches having more opportunity.
Yes.
And for fans to have a home team to either root for or just to go see. So, and I see Carlos comment, absolutely not. It's too late for that. But
I mean, he says what you want to do.
Brother, you left, and it's clear to see that Golden State is where you need to be. But shout out to you, though. I mean, he did go to his father's alma mater in college. He went to Oregon State, and he balled at Oregon State, took them to the tournament. Actually, no, I lied. They have made the tournament since. They went with Jordan Pope. No, Jordan Pope wasn't on the team. Tinkle. Tinkle was the coach. Ethan Thompson. They went with Ethan Thompson.
He did say, though, like, if that happens, he's going to request a trade.
I mean, that's cool. Like I said, he went to his father's alma mater in college. I think he needs to stay in Golden State, but I can't fault him for wanting to do that.
He got his ring, though.
I understand that, but I just feel like he should stay at Golden State to prolong his career. But I can't fault a guy for wanting to follow his father's footsteps and play in Seattle. I can't fault him for that. But ultimately, I love the idea of it. I really do. And I think at first I said Memphis should go to the East because of where they are. That like they borderline the state of Virginia, not Memphis, the city, but Tennessee borderlines Virginia, and it's closer to the East. But as you said, Minnesota is closer to like a bunch of Midwest teams, and they could possibly make a conference with, like you said, the Cavs, the Pistons, the Pacers, the Bucks. So
I think they'll follow the NFL motto because Titans are AFC, and yes. I think that's why they'll probably do Minnesota.
What they got in the NFL, NFL, AFC, NFC, they're all over the map.
No, I know, but I'm just thinking of the like Eastern, Western. They probably like, you know what, we'll just keep this team here, and then Minnesota, like you said, the flights.
I do think if an NBA were to treat divisions like NFL, it would create more parity in the NBA. But I do want to say this though, y'all know it's going to be a big storyline.
What's up?
If LeBron is still in the league, Bronny might get drafted.
Oh,
by one of these teams.
Yeah, because I don't think the Lakers will protect him.
No.
Nah.
But Bron might be his last year next year. He might retire, and it's always been talks of him owning the Las Vegas team, and he would draft Bronny. So, yeah, I can see that. I can see this going to be a big conversation. Where will Bronny go?
It's crazy because if they come in 3 years and Bron is not retired in 3 years, that would be insane.
Yeah. I can see that though, but I think he will be retired. But I'm not gonna put nothing past that man. That dude might play till he's 50.
I already said, man, his longevity to me is the greatest in sports. But
yes. Yeah. Oh, you did say that. I mean, I saw a stat. It said 19% of his points are off dunks. That's the highest of his career.
Now, the other question would be too, like you said, Joe, about the divisions. I know we just talking about conference-wise. Like, where would some of these teams fit in a division? Because this would be the moment that you could sell that parity, right? Like division winners get this, or division winners get that. Because that's like you said in the NFL, division winners know they automatically get a home game.
I think that works though, because 16 teams, you make 4 divisions, top four seed. You win your division, you're top 4 seed.
They should do that. That would create a lot more parity in the NBA. It really would. And like, if you just win your division and you automatically in the playoffs, like right now, you look at the Thunder, Spurs, and Nuggets are all in the same division. And Thunder, Nuggets, Spurs, and Timberwolves. I think
I'm not really good with NBA divisions like I am in NFL.
I got you. You said Thunder, Nuggets. Yeah.
Thunder, Nuggets,
Wolves, Utah.
They all in the same. Look, 4 of them are the top 5 seeds.
Yep.
Think about it.
Well, 3.
No, Timberwolves, Nuggets, Spurs, and Thunder.
Spurs
Spurs not in the. They're not in their division.
Oh, Spurs with the Mavericks.
It's the Thunder, Nuggets, Timberwolves, Utah, and Portland.
Spurs are what? Mavericks, Houston.
Yep.
Yeah,
Grizzlies, Pelicans,
Memphis, and New Orleans.
Okay, and the Lakers are what? Us, Kings, Phoenix Suns, Clippers. Yeah. So, man, you just do it like based on the division. OKC, they got a best record. Who got a second best record in another division?
And another division, it'd be
It's
the
Lakers.
Spurs, Southwest.
And then third will be the Lakers.
Yep, in the Pacific.
And fourth will be who?
Denver.
No, Denver's with OKC.
But there's only 3 divisions.
Yeah, you talking about they break it up?
Oh, only 3 divisions. You're right. They got to do 4 now.
If they break it up. Yeah, if they break it up.
So the East got 3 too?
The East has the top 3.
East got like 4.
2 of the top 3 are in Atlantic. So the Pistons are in the Central, which is 1. The Atlantic has Boston and New York, which is 2 and 3. And then the Southeast has Atlanta, which is currently winning that division. They are 6.
Atlanta. See, look, there'll be a 3 seed. You know what I'm saying? I like that.
I think they should do that because now I'm looking at it like the way they actually got it. They got the divisions centered off right. Shout out to the Dallas Cowboys for messing it up as far as the NFL. Because if you think of the NFC East, you're like, why are y'all flying to Texas? But outside of that, they got it spot on. I mean, I don't understand DC being in Southeast, but when you think of DC, most people think of Southeast. But hey, that's the division. So makes sense there. But I would like to see them do that. That will add a little bit of parity to it.
Yeah, man. And then people like, and then the division games will be games because they will be meaningful. Exactly. Like when they play each other, it will actually be like mean something. So like when Portland plays Denver, you said right? Like they're in the
same division.
Like I don't care how bad Portland is, that's gonna be a game you gotta try to get because it's a division game.
Yeah. But shout out Portland, man. They in the play-in.
And Joe, just go back to what Griffey was saying about the scheduling, right? You can literally make it a mini series now because the series just kind of like they want to do with the end. I know what I'm saying. It would be more. You would push the win. You would push to win it more than just like, all right, we got 4 games against Portland here, and then maybe another 4 in like December. Oh, not December, and like close to February. So maybe it's this playoff implications. We don't know, but there's things they can do with it.
They used to do that. They used to do top 3 division winners, and then everybody.
Right. I know one tripping. One time the Clippers.
Yeah, they did used to do that.
The Clippers won the division, and they were a higher seed on somebody that had a higher record than them.
Yeah, they did. They used to do that.
Yeah, they should go back to that, man.
I mean, Adam be trying to make things shake, so we'll see.
Don't listen to the comments, y'all. He always coming here. Shout out to you though for being in the comments, but he always coming here and throwing in a fake injury.
Man, he threw in something crazy last time.
Yeah, don't believe the comments, y'all.
Man, well,
I don't even think Boston even play today.
Maybe
I don't
not.
even think Boston even play today.
Oh, it's still there. You gotta move.
Oh, they do actually play today. They're not on ESPN.
There we go. All right, got it. Boy, producing this thing while we in there. All right. Speaking of, well, Ricardo kind of said it on the comments. He said Bam going to Vegas to be over there with his old lady.
He's protected. They are protecting Bam.
You sure?
They may be off, but
that's if Bam is Miami. That's 3 years from now. He might. Will he be there?
I mean, the way he's talking right now, he said, he said, I don't want to be in the play-in. Bam came out and said, you know what, man, I'm tired of this Miami thing where we keep ending up in the play-in, but teams keep looking at us like we're a threat once we get into the playoffs. How about we just actually become one of those 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 seeds and get the respect that we have? We had a special guest. Shout out to Cuzzo coming on. I didn't know he was a Miami Heat fan until somebody started talking about 83 points. And then shout out to our brother Dave, who was also a Miami Heat fan. So, that must be, he woke up. He must have woke up. All right. I'll make a trade. He heard Bam say he don't want to be playing no more. He started calling. But
better not wake up Miami, too late now.
Hey, he better do something because he lost Jimmy. D Wade is gone. UD on Amazon Prime right now. So Bam is the only thing they got smoking. And coaching right now with Khalil Ware keep using him like he's a plug and play player. Anyway, I'm not a Heat fan. I'm a Wizards fan. Don't take too much knowledge from me until next year when Trae Young is dropping 40 on your favorite team. Miami is now 39-36, sitting in the East play-in picture. 9 spots for the 5th year in a row. I think ever since we started doing Refuse to Lose, Miami has always been a play-in team, but Miami has always been those teams where you just like, man, what is going on? So the question is, should Bam want out of Miami? I can't even sit around and tell him to give him a year or two because we've seen what the GM is doing. It's like, who wants to come to Miami knowing what they're signing up for? And then when they try to make potential trades, the deals that they throw out there for other GMs, I'm not going to disrespect Howie because he gets the job done, but they're almost like Howie-esque because after the fact, teams are like, why would you do that? But in the NBA, teams are like, why would you send me that? And Bam, after dropping 83, is now on everybody's radar. Of course, I looked at one of the comments from the post that where I got the quote from, and somebody was like, score 83 every game then. They were basically telling him if you don't want to be in the play-in. But he's still producing at a high level. He could be a franchise centerpiece with somewhere else. Now, the question I would pose out there for Bam is, if you don't want to be here, where would you like to go and where would you see fit? And if you're in Miami, what would you want in return for Bam? So should he want out? I think the goose is cooked there. I think he should want out. Carl?
I think he should want out too. Tom, I got to correct you. They were a play-in team for if they finish it in the playoffs, play-in, this year for the 4th year in a row. The first time
it was number 1 seed.
Yeah, I was about to say they was a number 1 seed before.
Well, all the injuries too. That was crazy.
Yeah. They was a number 1 seed before, now finishing 4 straight times in the play-in.
That was an R2L first year too.
So, but I mean, dang, bro, you're stagnant. You stagnant in mediocrity. So yes, if I want to win, I'm tired of getting close and almost winning. I would want to leave because I just don't see no way but down from here, to be honest. I mean, and it's not like they're not having good draft picks because I love the Jaime Jaquez pick. I love the Khalil Ware pick. Now, I don't know what's wrong with him in the Heat organization, but I love the Khalil. Bring him to Detroit. I love that Khalil Ware. But I even like the KJ pick and the Pele Larson pick. Now, I don't know how well those have been working out, but I actually like those picks. It's just free agency wise. Yeah, you got Norman Powell, but that's kind of really it. I think Andrew Wiggins was a trade. Yeah, it was the Jimmy Butler trade. Free agency wise, you just got Norman Powell, and it's just not enough. They don't really have star power to go with Bam. So yeah, if I'm Bam, you've been here since 2017. You built your roots in Miami. It's been almost 10 years, but it's that time to go, man. It's just not looking up from here. It's not looking promising. I mean, you've been there 9 years, and the 9 years you've been there, you've been a 6th seed, a 10th seed, a 6th seed. A 5th seed, a 6th seed, a 1st, and then now 3 straight 8ths, and now you're going to be in the play-in yet again. And you've lost in the first round 2 years straight. Since and then I mean you had the Jimmy Butler years, which Jimmy Butler is no longer there when you made the finals, the Eastern Conference Finals, and then the finals again. But again, Jimmy Butler is no longer there. So beyond the Jimmy Butler years, you got first round loss, second round loss. Oh, excuse me. The second round loss wasn't even with him. It was the year prior. First round loss, not making the playoffs. Jimmy Butler comes. You got the championship loss to the Lakers. First round loss with Jimmy Butler there. But I think Jimmy I don't remember if Jimmy even played in that series. I don't think he did. Maybe even if he did, they lost, whatever. Eastern Conference Finals loss, 4-3 to the Celtics. Championship loss to the Nuggets. No Jimmy Butler, first round. So it's about that time, man.
So just to take everybody down memory lane, on February 26th, they lost to Philly. And he said, I don't want to be in that blank no more. Talking about the play-in. We're better than being in the play-in for the last 4 years. And then they lost to the Spurs recently. Like a couple of days, like they recent loss to the Spurs when Wemby became MVP. He said, that's probably why he came MVP because these quotes. He said, I don't want to be in the effing play-in. That's what he said. So every game, I'm going to try to go out there and do the best I can to carry this team and force our way out of it.
Sure
So,
about that?
and then they turn around and lose to the Pacers last night.
Yeah, that was crazy. Did not have that on my bingo card.
I actually put down the parlay, by the way.
Shout out to you.
To the Pacers. All right. So should he want out? I would say no, because at least not right now. You got 2 years left in your contract. All right. So one thing I like about what Miami tried to do this year, they tried to get Giannis and John Morant. It's the first time I've seen them get aggressive on trying to get a trade done. And Giannis trade, they were just asking for a crazy deal. In the John Morant situation, they just didn't give him up. So I would say just play the length of your contract, and then I would not get an extension though. Play the length of your contract, and then just walk as a free agent. Or they're gonna just trade you because they want to get something out of you, but you shouldn't say you want out of Miami. You should just play their contract and see what happens this summer, because Miami was super aggressive on trying to get Giannis and John Morant. So see what happens this off season, go into next season, and then going into the next season, you want your last year contract, and most likely you're gonna get traded before the trade deadline because they don't want you to walk for nothing. So I'm gonna say no at least for right now.
Pat Riley. Joe, you should want out. Sorry. I'm sorry. I get what you're saying about them trying to be aggressive and go for Giannis, and then they didn't give up Ja. But I don't think they're going to do that again. Pat Riley seemed like one of those GMs where it's like, look, I told you I was going all in the summertime. It didn't work. Now we got to go back to my method. I don't see it. Get out of it.
Y'all think he should force his try to force his way out
after this summer? Not after this summer, excuse me. After this year, hey man, he need to have a serious talk about getting traded, because look, you play out your last 2 years, right? He's 30. He's gonna be 30. You probably gonna get the best for him now than in 2 years. So why not? And I hear you on they were so aggressive for Giannis, but maybe they was just like, oh, we'll go get Giannis. No, we can't get Giannis. But hey, look, we tried.
That's
what my man called me saying. Here, dang.
Yeah,
that's one of them. That was one of them moves.
Pretty much like, oh man, we tried. They just didn't want to do it. Oh, my fault, Miami. You can't say we didn't try.
Yeah,
come on, man. I think it's time to go. I mean, and then the worst part of it all is even in the year where it's one of the best draft classes potentially in a long time, you're mid-pack. You can't even get a high pick. And you're going to – it's like – no offense when I say this, but it's like the Steelers and a quarterback. They're always like in between like 18 and 20 or like 18 and 25. Like they're never bad enough to get a high-value pick quarterback. They're always like – middle of the pack in the draft. So like,
if they losing and play-in, they could play the Mavs and get the first overall pick.
Joe, now I didn't bring it up because I was trying to let that go. But going back to our last topic, the topic before that, when we were just talking about college players and draft picks. Last time Duke lost, and shout out to Carl for refreshing my memory. Cooper Flag lost in this effort. The NBA found a way to get him on another. So Boozer might just randomly end up being the number one pick.
No, hold on.
I get what you're saying. I know.
Flag was was crazy unanimous number one pick. Like when I even brought up Dylan Harper being in the mix, I remember I brought up to Joe. Joe was like, you tripping. I was like, hey man, all I'm saying is Dylan Harper like that too now. And I can see it. But this draft pick, I know. Won. I
know. How about this? Boozer might end up being on a team like a Miami. Might not be first overall, but Miami might end up with a fourth overall.
I'm saying
pick.
One of them NBA protected teams gonna get that first pick.
I don't see it, man. The only reason why I don't see it is because like Dallas and Cooper Flag kind of made sense to quote unquote rig for, which is still insane. How they were like worse. They were like the best of the you get what I'm trying to say? Like they were the best of the playing, like the best of the. What is it, 16 records? Because what is it, 14? No, 16 teams make it 14 teams in the lotto. They're like the best of the 14 teams and got the number one pick. I don't see that happening for Miami. I just don't.
That's the only thing. That's the only way Bam could stay. Because if I'm Bam, I'm going to my
Yeah.
agent and giving them an ultimatum. Like, bro, y'all gotta literally make something happen. Like, don't just do one of those here dang moments. Y'all gotta like sign somebody on the dotted line.
Yeah, like
If not, I'm not doing this again.
I don't
This
see the
man
lotto
dropped
getting
83,
quote
and
unquote
then he
rigged.
acting different.
I don't see
what?
the lotto getting quote unquote rigged for Miami to be a top 5 pick. I just don't see it.
I'm saying this man dropped 83. He acting different.
Man,
He knowing his worth, man.
Yeah,
He know his worth now.
nah, he's just like, dang, Jimmy Butler was right. Maybe I was tripping.
Facts. Man, Pat Riley just don't be pulling the trigger. Not just that. He do be pulling the trigger. He just be giving dumb packages. The packages he offer, you be like, what? Do you think we gonna say yes to that?
My only issue with
What is they
Bam
saying,
is I don't know currently. I try to think of a destination for Bam, and I really can't think of one that I'm like, yeah, that'll work. That's my only issue.
I'm not gonna lie. If you Minnesota, you can package something together and get Bam in Minnesota. That would be nice.
I like that.
I don't know if I like that.
You don't?
And who? Because
You
you
can
got to
find
either
Rudy.
package Rudy or Randall.
Yeah.
Fine. Get them out
Oh,
of there.
right. One of them can go.
I don't
I
know.
get
It's not working.
Ram defensively is elite, man.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I ain't gonna
I'm
lie.
not
You
mad.
package
I'm
in
Rudy,
Charlotte,
Randall.
too.
All right, relax.
I don't
Send them out
think
west for now.
I like Charlotte. I just don't think they get off them young guys. I think they really like Musa and Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you get.
elite.
But you know me,
I mean,
get that Michigan.
Ooh, I like
player.
him with New York next to Cat.
Who they give up?
Yeah, they gotta give up the 5 first-round overall pick guy.
Oh my
Give
god!
him a kill brick. Give him a
But that
5
messes up the Villanova chemistry. The Villanova.
Hey, they already did with DiVincenzo.
But they got a Villanova guy back for that.
Yeah, true, they did though.
Because wasn't that the reason why Michael Bridges was there, or was Bridges there with DiVincenzo?
No.
Nah.
He came. He was with the
Dang,
They was there?
You know what? They traded him for Cat.
You're right.
Yeah, that's what it was.
You're right.
And that was really messing up the Villanova
Orlando.
flow.
I can see Orlando because
Orlando wouldn't be.
I don't
bad.
know if he still doesn't rock with Wendell Carter like that, but I can see Orlando.
Nah, Javon, man.
Yeah, I ain't think he did. It did. I can see Orlando.
I mean,
that one I can see.
I mean,
that
what?
one I like.
I mean, Orlando just gave up. They just lost by 52. You better take somebody that can get you 83. Like, what you mean? I don't care about your. We not Philly and Commanders and the Commanders, bro. We don't care about that friendship stuff. We trying to win games, bro.
My only thing with Orlando is what do you give up?
Franz Wagner.
See, I
And
knew
some
that was
picks.
going to be an answer, but I don't know if Orlando want to do that.
Man, Orlando tripping. You gotta get rid of one of them boys. I get rid of
and some
Franz
picks.
Wagner, and they give me Bam and picks. Because Franz Wagner is probably more valuable because
No, he's not. He went to
youth.
Michigan. No, he's not.
Because of his youth, you know. So give me picks Miami, and give me Davion Mitchell, and I'll give you Franz Wagner.
I do like Orlando though. That is a good one. I think Orlando's a good one. The trade package is kind of, but I like Orlando.
I like the draft picks coming back if you Miami because now you could really just like, all right, now we could really rebuild. It's time to rebuild.
Not really, not from Orlando.
You start from scratch. I mean, all the picks. Or then again, they taking away tanking
high.
too. So yeah, it might be tough. Yeah,
no, Orlando's gonna be a high draft pick.
What you talking about?
Orlando's in the playoffs.
No, but that's what I'm saying. You can't tank either.
Right now,
you know, people. You know, the game plan now is collect picks,
what
so
about
you can
this?
try to package them for something else. I get what you. I know what you gonna call.
This is gonna sound crazy. If they can't get Giannis, they're gonna try to get Giannis or Kawhi. What about Golden State?
I do like Bam to Golden State. That one I do like.
But LeBron going there.
Nah, bro. If I'm Golden State,
joking.
I would try to get. I know Kawhi got injury problems. I'll have Kawhi with LeBron. Kawhi been healthy.
I ain't mad at Kawhi. I ain't mad
at
at
Kawhi's on a 30-point win. 30-point.
I'm not mad at
right
Kawhi.
now?
No, he's not.
He
Hold
probably
on. When you say get, you saying trade for or go sign?
Huh? Trade.
When you say get, trade for?
I don't know. I think sign. I think Kawhi Leonard's contract might be up.
Allegedly, his contract might get voided because of that whole situation.
I think it's about to be up though. That's why they try to trade him, right?
I don't know about his contract situation being up right now, but I did hear allegedly they're talking about voiding his contract because of that whole
His
tree
contract is
situation.
up. Next year is the last year of his contract.
So you had to trade for him. There's no play option. It's just
$50 million. God.
But I mean, the Warriors with Steph and Jimmy and Kawhi, possibly Draymond. I'll
That'd
take
be
50.
nice. They just gotta be healthy.
Yeah.
That's some cool stuff.
Mhm.
And
So let's
Porzingis.
remove Kawhi. What about Bam? Let's remove Kawhi right quick. Bam, you said Bam
I
too.
like Bam.
I think
Okay.
Draymond gone if they get banned.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying I think he's gone.
Someone tell me like, long as Steph is there, bro, he's not going nowhere.
Cool.
Draymond.
Yeah. And he will be a good asset if they're winning. But when they're not winning, he just not a.
That means Porzingis moves to the bench, which I'm cool with.
Yeah, they talking about
Resigning him.
Porzingis.
Yeah.
That's not bad. With Bam, that's not bad. If they can find a way to work it out, that's not bad. So, all right, well, yeah, Joe. Now I see. I feel like you came to outside of the table. It's like, nah, he need to get up out of there.
Hey, by the way, to the comment about Simone Fontecchio, hey, cut him and let him come back to Detroit, man. I liked him as a shooter in Detroit.
Well, I mean, this other team needs some shooters. Well, their opponents need some shooters. What is the Toronto? Joe, I think we talked about almost every team in how about say NFC East in the Eastern Conference. About almost every team, like literally, the Wizards got a moment. I don't think we talked about the Nets or the Pacers or the Bulls.
We don't need to.
Yeah, we definitely don't need to.
No, you're right. You're right.
We probably would have talked about the Bulls today, though.
I'm not. I won't. Y'all free game, not me.
I was gonna say, if I wasn't a Wizards fan, I think the only time we probably would have talked about the Wizards is when that 83-point game happened. But outside of that, Charlotte was on a heater. We just talked about, we had a Miami segment, Orlando Magic, or some would say Orlando Tragic after what happened to them the other night. And Vaughn, I'm not taking shots at Orlando,
Vaughn about to come at you for that one.
But that was crazy. That was, you gotta, my man gonna admit, that was crazy. Toronto is now on
31 and my bad. It was on 31 and 0 run, dog.
Shout out Chance Ross.
Now, all right, here we go. Let me take two. Toronto is now 42-32 after the 139-87 blowout over Orlando Magic. 52 points. Some would say 52 pickup, but 52 points in basketball. And as Joe was just stating, that 31-0 was the largest run in the play-by-play era. The second time that happened was the Mavs when they was on a 30-0 run against OKC. I think that was like back in 2023. But to be on the wrong side of history if you're Orlando, especially when you're trying to play for a playoff spot, and now with the Raptors having 8 games left, they're now 3 games up on the Magic and have the tiebreaker after this one. So a lot is going to have to happen if Orlando wants to take that spot from them. But, Joe, what is the ceiling for the Toronto Raptors?
First round exit. Straight up. First round exit. They not beating Detroit. They not beating Boston. They not beating Cleveland. And they not beating New York. Straight up. They're a good story, though. I like what they're building over there. They got Emmanuel Quickly, Brandon Ingram, RJ Barrett, Scotty Barnes. They got a nice... Yeah, Porter. I know we were trying to give them some bonus, but they didn't want to give up a first round pick. Maybe I would have picked y'all, but no, they didn't want to get some bonus for first round picks. But I like what they got brewing over there. They're very competitive. But do I think that they can beat one of these top 4 seeds, which who they're going to play in the first round in a 7-game series? And the answer is no. So kudos to them. They're like a better Atlanta Hawks to me. Like they're a great story for this year, and they could build on this year, next year. It's good for them to be where they are, be in the playoffs, get the bruise and bumps with this core they got. Because Toronto's been in the playoffs a few years ago and lost to Philly, but they haven't been with this core with Brandon Ingram and stuff like that, right? So I'm going to say first round exit. Their ceiling is 6 games.
6 games?
Yeah. Come on, taking the team 6 games in the series.
Oh, wow.
That's their ceiling. 6 games in the playoffs.
Okay. I agree with you. It's kind of funny. If we would have framed the question, I think we probably would have had a longer debate with like, can the Raptors win a playoff game? Can the Raptors win a playoff game? And then you all seen what happened there. It was like, it's possible. A series, my bad, not a playoff game, a series. Like, it's possible if this happens or if that happens. But I'm with you. First round exit. It just sucks that Orlando lost that spot in the fashion that they did lose it. But again, I don't think the Raptors are giving it up. I'm sorry. I don't think the Raptors giving it up. I mean, just like y'all, I don't think y'all giving up the 1 seed. And
Nah.
we'll see what happens.
Shout out to y'all.
But I don't think y'all giving up the 1 seed. Because I remember we had the topic about that one, and it was like, man, Boston got to do some things. And then shout out some teams. I know, but shout out to Cade, man. You know, he get better. But yeah, I don't see the Raptors giving that up. And then going up against the Cavs, this would be a good first round series for James Harden to get over that, get over those woes, and then they get the chemistry. And then also when Griffey brought up something good too about the injuries, because there's always somebody getting hurt in one of those first round series with the Cavs.
Yes.
You run through the Raptors right quick, get your 4-0, rest up, go to the next one. We'll see what happens. But yeah, they're done. Land before time. Won't be land before time too. This is the last segment about the Raptors. Carl.
Yeah, I agree, man. First round exit. Right now they're slated to play Cleveland. Most of mine has to do with lack of playoff experience. You got some guys with playoff experience, but compared to teams like the Knicks and Cleveland, it's just not enough because they got way more, a ton more actually. So those would be the two teams that will either play because they only have half a game in front of Atlanta, so they could fall to a 6 seed. We don't know, but yeah, I'm going first round exit, and I think ultimately they're a little front court heavy. The guard play is solid. I mean, you got quickly. I love Jamal Shead, but I wouldn't say he's a guy yet. But I love the way Jamal Shead plays the game. But they're obviously front court heavy with Ingram. That's hilarious. With Ingram, they're front court heavy with Scotty Barnes. They're front court heavy with Jakob Poeltl. So I think, like y'all said, great story because a lot of people didn't have Toronto in the playoffs to start the year. Now, over time, as the year begun, some people started seeing them play, and they was like, okay, I can see this team in the playoffs, but I don't have them winning the series. And I know people are going to point to, well, look how they played New York. I'm a Pistons fan, brother. Regular season means nothing. I watched my team play the Knicks really well last year, actually win the series and lose the playoff series due to lack of playoff experience. So I have them as my ceiling being the first round exit.
So let's look at the schedule between Orlando. You mentioned you paired them up with Orlando, and there are other teams too. I think Orlando dropped though. What are they at right now?
They dropped to like
they
7,
8.
I think. Oh, they dropped to 8.
Yeah.
8, okay. And
the Raptors lost.
Okay, so Philly is ahead of them. Okay, so Philly can pass them. So they could end up in a play-in because they only a half game above Atlanta and 1 game above Philly. And you look at their schedule, they got Detroit next.
Who got Detroit next? Toronto?
The Raptors, yeah. You talking about the Raptors.
They got Detroit in Detroit, by the way. They got us. They got Memphis, Boston, Miami on a back-to-back, then New York, and then the Nets.
Let's say, what's that? They final what?
1, 2,
What's
3,
their
4,
record?
5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more games.
Some teams are ahead of. Some teams play more games than others. That's why I asked.
Oh,
yeah, but yeah, man, they got a tough schedule ahead of them. They got some easy ones right there, but they got some tough ones. And the back-to-back of Miami is at home to note, but Detroit, Boston, and New York on the road.
Yeah, so they might be fighting for a playoff spot. I still think they're first round exit ceiling.
It's 7 p.m. Friday.
That is crazy.
95 degrees.
Tomo, that's
in the play-in.
That's you.
Ain't got no
that's
lead.
a you type comment right there.
What?
The comment on the screen.
That is crazy though. That's crazy. I wouldn't say it on air, depending upon the day. But yeah, that is crazy.
Yeah, I'm gonna say first round exit. Get them out of here.
Nah.
Good team.
Brandon was up there.
Yeah, I mean, shout out them, man.
They balling. Yeah, they balling. They had a chance to be a top 4 seed, but they kind of fell off mid-season. But yeah,
you know that's why they gotta get rid of the 82 games, man. They gotta.
No.
I knew Joe was gonna make that.
I'm with Joe 100% on the soccer.
Come on, man.
Hey, man, they play less games, man. You get more.
Man, we got who the Celtics play tonight?
The Hawks.
Oh man.
All I know is the NFL added a game, and the NBA talking about taking away games.
Come on now.
And they talking about that's why they call it NBA soft. But anyways, my last words. Shout out to the whole R2L network. Shout out to the whole R2L family. I keep forgetting to put the graphic up, but we got R2L Day, June 20th, 2026. Location to be announced, to be determined, whatever you want to say. Just stay tuned. It's going to be in the DMV area. My Nets, I think we end up winning.
It's still going.
Is it on?
It's still going.
Okay, well, you guys get. Hold on. Whoa, we looking
Y'all
like
are up. Big time,
yeah.
but it's still going.
Big time. 7-2. Let's go. Top of the 6. Dang. That's it. Top of the 6. Up 7-2.
Brother, it's baseball.
Now, sometimes baseball.
Games be like 3 hours long.
We do got seven runs. I wonder how many hits we got. That's probably why we probably ain't getting a run.
But imagine this though, Joe. Imagine watching like 3 hours of baseball and Aaron Judge can't get you a win.
Oh my gosh.
I'm still mad about that WBC, man.
Teddy's
still mad about that.
Can't get you a hit. Oh, look at that win.
I'm still mad about. He can judge me all he want. I'm just saying, I'm still mad about that.
Yeah, the time I don't start. All I know is the look, we 2-1 on the brink to being 3-1, but you never know. Baseball, man, it takes one inning. Yeah, hey, Griffey. Hey, I'm not gonna lie, I'm loving baseball. Now you go to if I'm scrolling through my reels, I'm getting all these baseball content. Like, dang, they've been following my phone.
He tried to get warmed up last year.
I saw him a million times. Like every time I see a kid getting better real, I send it to my wife because my kids play baseball too. I saw that kid already. He nice. He's like 3 years old.
Joe tried to get warmed up in baseball last year.
Nats would never stop this nonsense. Blah, blah, blah.
No, Carl. I
No.
I wasn't locked in like this. I
tried.
I didn't watch one Nats game from start to finish. I watched every game so far.
Actually, you know what? I think I got pulled into some nonsense because Joe was supposed to be locked in last year.
Yes.
And I was still holding the Nats down.
He went on my Tigers. Talking about, last year the Tigers were a fluke. And that's why I can't say that I might root for them.
See, I ain't really know baseball like that. You know what I mean? I know a little something now. I've been watching.
Joe pulled a screwball, man. He pitched for 1 inning and left.
I know.
Hey, man, Skeens got Schoolball, they didn't get messed up. Skeens got pulled in the first inning. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, he did. But hey, that just tells you Schoolball could have been there. Yeah, probably would have won the WBC.
Schoolball could have pitched the complete
game. You know what? I take my Aaron Judge hate back. It's Schoolball.
It's really on Schoolball. They would have.
No, it's not. It's on the Tigers. I'm not letting y'all do this.
Nah, bro. Ohtani would have played.
Ohtani got a 20-year contract.
I'm talking about if he was in Schoolball situation, he would have played.
We don't know that.
I know that.
We won't find out neither because Schoolball didn't do it.
Yeah, but anyways,
he ain't got his money. Paid me.
But Commanders,
America.
You doing extra work at work and you don't get paid?
I mean,
no.
This ain't got nothing to do with the Tigers though.
So you gonna Tigers should have paid him.
So you gonna punish the country for what the Tigers did?
Yeah, I need my money. The country gonna come together and start a GoFundMe to give me my money if I get hurt.
And this man
they might have.
He still would have got. You really think if he would have got hurt, he still would have never got paid?
Yes. We're not trying to pay him now, and he's healthy.
Forget the Tigers. How long is his contract?
It ends after this year.
Bro, if he would have missed the rest of this year, he would have got a bag next year from a team. You know that.
Don't know that.
Don't know that.
Don't know that.
You know that. Man, we just saw Ohtani have an injury and he still got a bag. Don't matter.
Ohtani can hit.
Oh yeah, Joe.
He said
you won. He said you got that one.
But yeah, my Commanders right now, the coaches and owners are together right now. My man Dan Quinn spitting knowledge out there. Excited about this year. It's me too, Dan Quinn. Saying JD5 gonna have a bounce back year. We're looking forward to that. I ain't get a chance to talk about this, but the flag football.
Please don't start.
Shout out to my boy JD5 getting a receiving touchdown, a rushing touchdown, a passing touchdown from end zone to end zone, and some quarterbacks throwing pick sixes. I mean, I'm just saying, like he wasn't my guy, you know. But shout out to the flag football team, that the guy that came out and called out and said, "I think I'm better than Mahomes." They backed it up, bro. They backed it up. Shout out to them. What you about to say?
That thing means nothing.
How? Well, flag football, it does.
They didn't even have an NFL roster.
I feel you, but it was cooking.
There
NFL
was some
players.
NFL players sprinkled in with other guys.
It was though. It was, and retired guys too.
Like, bro, it
And
means
retired
nothing.
guys.
I got stuff now. Joe got
those bragging rights though, Carl. It's still
yeah,
a little bit. It is a little bit of bragging rights, Joe.
It's not.
I mean, Carl. If I catch
give
a
him
pick
props.
6 on Jalen Hurts and I
Yeah,
was
bro.
and I'm
Bro, they
listening, I
probably
changed tires at
chilling.
BJ.
They probably
I'm sorry,
chilling.
bro. Nah,
That's what they
You
get.
nah.
Bruh, you telling me if I grab the greatest 7-on-7 team in the league, bruh.
But that pick 6 though, he threw it behind him.
I didn't watch it. I didn't care to watch it. It means nothing. It's meaningless BS to me.
He threw it, bro.
Wow.
He ran a shallow cross and he threw it
Call
behind him, bro.
I'm gonna
Wow.
save it for my final words. Because now I got something to say.
If you catch a pick 6 on an
I don't
NFL quarterback, Super Bowl MVP quarter, if you caught a pick 6 on Tom Brady, who's supposed to be one of the most accurate quarterbacks in the world, and you catch a pick 6, bro, you would exactly, but still.
But that's different.
I was changing tires yesterday, and I caught a pick 6 on Jalen Hurts. Come on, bro. I'm sorry, bro. That's bragging
why
rights for
Brady
me.
go because he looked the best out there.
I'm sorry, bro.
Brother.
You can't kill that man's dream. It's people right now. I ain't go ahead, man. I'm done. I was about to drop a love and marriage quote, man. Remember that one time in the Super? Go ahead, man.
Okay.
Go ahead, go.
But and my last thing, the Kings, keep doing y'all doing, man. We in the lottery. AJ, get ready.
Well, on phase coming up. Talking about AJ, get ready.
On phase tomorrow at 9:45 p.m. Let's get tune in.
You ain't
talking about him.
Unless Utah rigged it. I'm scared of Utah. I think Utah can get number 1 pick, bro, because of this.
We're gonna see.
We talked about alleged rigging, but my final words is this, man. Okay, see, y'all had a back-to-back last night and tonight. Go ahead, just sit everybody tonight, big dog. Take the night off, relax, kick your feet up. Y'all playing the Pistons, no Duran, no Cade, no Stu, no Duncan Robinson. Just sit everybody,
for real?
man. Bro, that's you heard me before the show say, dang, I just looked at the Pistons injury report.
Yeah, I heard. I didn't know it was that though. That's crazy.
We're cooked.
They want Wemby to win MVP. That's what's going on.
Wait, huh?
Because he beat Detroit, well, Kane not there. But now they're gonna. It's not gonna mean.
He'll be there regardless. He has a collapsed lung, but yeah, bro. That's what I said. That injury, and we're on national TV with this BS too.
That's crazy. And this is why this is what I'm talking about. This is why the 65 game rule is crap. You trying to tell me Jalen he can't play today on a national televised game?
Well, they have him out because of a knee injury, allegedly. Look, bro. I don't know what's going on. We have our whole starting 5. Well, 4 of our starting 5 is out. No Duncan, no Tobias, no Durant, no Cade.
First of all, no Cade. I'm about to say because your starting 5 is not even your starting 5 because Cade not there, but you count Cade. Okay.
If you cut the 82 games, you wouldn't have this.
Bro, they're gonna do it regardless if it's 50 games.
I'm about to say, I don't think
you low manage with 50 games on the schedule, you might as well demolish the league. It's over.
Nah, bro, they can play, but they feel like they don't need to play.
With 50 games, though, I feel like wouldn't that kind of affect revenue and everything? Would that not?
Yeah, cut the game, but they making bread.
They're not cutting games. I feel like that would affect player salary.
That's what LeBron is preaching. LeBron's the only one preaching it. He out the door.
That's why I keep messing with y'all and saying it, but go ahead.
But yeah, man. Okay, so you just take a load off, man. Sit everybody. Give us a chance. But all seriousness, appreciate y'all for having me tonight. It was fun. But this is what I gotta say now. To all you people that's going to cry, I miss football. Y'all will watch a flag football game, but y'all won't watch the UFL. Are you serious?
I'm
that
with you on
BS.
That wait. I'm not with you on that though.
BS.
I watch both.
People want to watch their favorite players.
Y'all don't know, bro. You don't miss football. You just miss a brand or you miss a player, like you said. But you don't miss football because there's plenty of opportunity to watch some football. Mind y'all, what I say is pretty solid football. That game last night was pretty solid. The Orlando versus Columbus game. Pretty solid football. Had some players that were in the league, but you miss football. You got football until June. Just watch the UFL. Secondly, I also can't wait for that game. Go Cats. Michigan. Go Cats.
Go Wolverines.
Disgusting. Anyway, I would like to say this. Tigers play the D-backs tonight. And we have Justin Verlander going for the first time in a Tigers uniform since how long? Can't remember. But I hope he has a great game today. He's older, obviously, like super older, like to the point this might be his last year, I think. But you know, for nostalgia purposes, the guys that were watching the Tigers back then, because I wasn't watching baseball back then, shout out to y'all. But let's get a dub. That's more important.
I play at 10-10. Golly.
Please, Arizona. Yeah, because we playing in Arizona. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm a Pistons. Do you not see my hat? You talking about Pistons fan? Look at the daggone hat, Griffey.
Oh yeah, by the way, Griffey, we got the Dodgers this week. I mean, I'm just saying. Go ahead. We'll talk later though.
You overstepping some boundaries, my brother. This 3-1 got you feeling crazy. but
This normally how it go too. It'll be right here, and then I'll be in the chat, and then everybody, where Joe at?
No, I'm here. I'm here all year. Go ahead. I'm here all year.
you feeling who? I don't know what you feeling like.
Pistons fans want Michigan to lose.
Like, brother. Oh, I grabbed the wrong part of the hat. Michigan State, brother. Why would a Michigan State fan wants Michigan to lose? That's what you need to say. But yeah, Arizona, please don't revert to the Arizona teams that I know and hate. Get the job done this weekend, this Saturday. Because as much as I love Yaxel Lundeberg, you chose the wrong school, brother. So I have not been rooting for you. You was one of my favorite players in college last year. Now I got to, not like you, but it is what it is. I think that's all I got to say. Oh, I would be remiss without saying shout out to my Spartans. Good season, man. Just put ourselves in a hole way too early in that game. I ain't gonna lie. The fact that we even came back in that game surprised me. Because I thought it was over once it was like 24-6. I'm like, dog.
Please get out of here.
I just couldn't get the job done. But still, good season, man. Shout out Coach Izzo. And shout out to him talking about, no, that was Kelvin Sampson saying he's nowhere near retirement. That wasn't Izzo. But I think Izzo might have said the same thing as well. Either way, that's still my coach, dog. I still remember when people said Izzo should move on from Izzo, idiot. But
they should.
See, I can take that.
It's personal. Yeah.
That's not the same. I'm talking about Michigan State fans were saying that. Yeah, see, from you, it's different.
They're doing it. It's like Mike Tomlin.
Fans want to get rid of Kyle Shanahan. Go ahead.
Like that. There we go. That's a better version.
Football season is now upon me when it comes to collegiate sports. They have our over-under in wins at 3.5, which I thought was crazy disrespectful. So, Pat, I need you to pull off at least an 8-win season so we could go on everybody, because that's crazy. 3.5 wins.
Dang.
We don't play this year.
I know. I wish we could have had the Chipotle Bowl this year.
Get my bowl back.
Okay, yeah. Like I said, the Chipotle Bowl, so I can get my double chicken again. But shout out to Terps for keeping Mike Loxley. That's all I got for y'all.
You ended it with that.
Because he brought up I wasn't at first, but he brought up the Chipotle Bowl, so I had to.
Hey, Mike said, man, they trying some different things this year. They gonna try to go out there and actually win some things. I guess once they couldn't make the Mayo Bowl, everything just went down.
Are we? I don't even know if we that good in baseball, bro, to be honest with you. I don't follow college baseball. I mean, South Carolina fired their baseball coach. He didn't do well his first 2 years there. I did see that. Oh, we got the South Carolina women's tonight. Shout out to them.
Oh, we got Howard out the gate. Oh yeah, I don't know. All right. Oh yeah, I like the schedule this year. I wish we played y'all. Carl. They swapped y'all for Howard. They trying to give us a win. I see what they doing. I see what they doing.
A conference game for a non-conference game, Tomo.
I ain't need call talking college to be literal just now, man. Trying to get all the wins I can. Though. Which ones?
Yeah, football.
Michigan State and Maryland, which is bad. We're not supposed to be in lit games with Maryland.
Oh yeah, especially with that year when you had that horrible quarterback who threw the ball in the wind like 90 times.
Oh God,
where did he still found a way to win the game?
Shout out him. I told every Michigan State fan I was not. No, you just want to hate him. Now look, that boy at Northwestern. Good luck, David Braun.
Yeah, I know LSU is usually good in college baseball.
Yeah.
Wait, Forest too, right? And Wake Forest good. My bad, Tombo.
You
again? I don't follow college baseball, so I can't tell you.
I think Wake Forest is actually good.
Hold on. Let me ask you this, Joe. Who's your college basketball team?
Wake Forest.
Who's your college football team?
Texas. That's new though.
How can he have multiple teams, but I gotta stick where I'm at?
First of all, he don't have multiple teams. He picked Texas and stuck with Texas.
I did.
That's what I'm saying. I can transfer.
Football fan.
That's not sticking. Joe didn't transfer. He never said Wake Forest was his football team.
He need Wake Forest as a football team. It's one band, one sound.
I mean, even if he did pick Wake Forest, they did make a bowl game and win.
Come on, we can do that if you want to. You want to do a one band, one sound?
No, you don't have to.
Nah, I don't make the
rules
rules.
Because that's
literally. I'm trying to get out.
We can do that.
I'm like the
take off
only
that hat and put a Commander one on.
No, I'm trying to get out. I see what you're saying. I knew where you was going.
Nah, you don't have to do that because I'm like the only person that's one band, one sound. Teddy likes USC in football and Duke in basketball. Javon don't even have a football team. He tried to like UNC because of Drake May, but he likes UNC basketball. Worm, I don't know where Worm is. Worm's all over the dang.
Yeah, Maryland.
Well, yeah, Maryland, but basketball. I guess Worm is technically one because he left Alabama. Bibby is Bama and Duke. Dave is Miami and Duke.
Bama and Duke, that's crazy.
So I'm like
a Duke fan for a minute, though. I remember in high school, he was a Duke fan, and I bet on that Christy Tolliver. That team beat Duke in the Final Four. You know, he got me $10 off that.
Yeah, see, Griffey, USC in football. I don't know what he is in basketball, but I don't think he's USC in basketball.
Oh yeah,
I'm like the only one.
USC fan, yeah. Caleb Williams.
No, you're not the only one, because me too.
Oh, we both are the only one. Yep. And Worm is only because he decided to leave Bama for some reason.
Named like 8 people who got the same team for basketball.
In basketball, it's a million Duke fans.
I'm probably the only one who don't have that.
And then Ace like Duke and Miami too.
Oh, so him and Dave got the same.
Oh, he is a USC basketball fan. I take that back.
Oh, okay. USC everything. So maybe I need to get rid of Texas, right? Psych.
Shit, why would you do that?
Same.
I'm Texas and the girls and basketball. So I ain't got no women's basketball team.
All right, let me get out of here. I was about to get on the soapbox, man. I tried to submit a bracket at work and they wouldn't let me do it. I had Texas winning it all, and I'm just sitting here watching my potential bracket. But anyway,
UConn's gonna win it all.
You think so?
Bruh, UConn kind of looking crazy.
All right, let me say shout out to our superstar members, man. Shout out to Joe, Dave, myself, Taniqua, RBO Vaughn. I seen you in the comments, Vaughn. What's up? Donnell, Giovanni, Chris, FFC Coach Coon, Decorius, BWT Teddy charges to my head and not my heart. I really should be throwing all of this. I should be pitching all of this hate to Schoolball because he should have been there, but it's all good. Carl got more hits at bat than Schoolball.
He doesn't even hit.
That's the point. That's the point.
That hasn't been a rule anymore for like 2-3 years.
But that's the point. You got more hits now. Because you've been fighting back. Carl, you always gotta take the bar and be literal with it.
Yeah, because you're not about to do that to my dog.
Win.
You're not about to do that to my dog, man.
Hey.
Well, okay, you threw more pitches than Schoolball. How about that?
No, that's not true.
No, he threw out more excuses than Schoolball. He definitely did.
No, I think Schoolball threw out more excuses.
I'm about to say, do you not hear the interviews, my brother?
I'm just here to mess with you, man. And shout out to Chavo, man.
Teddy was getting pissed at the Schoolball interviews.
Hey, just like that, just like Bryce Harper, I pointed at the wrong shoulder. Cowboys. I said in the beginning of the show. Now Teddy gonna get me for that one though, but Cowboys, I said at the beginning of the show, but I'm not doing it with y'all. I'm not doing this whole is he gonna sign the franchise tag? Should he be franchise tag? I already told y'all on several episodes, all fans. If Pickens wants more than $40 million, don't even have a conversation with me because I'm not gonna entertain it with y'all. Is he worth more than $40 million? Potentially. We only seen 1 year. Like I said, we know what his ability is and we know what he's capable of. But again, we only seen him with 1 year with one solid quarterback. A lot of people are going to go out there and say, well, Russ did this and Russ did that. But again, his numbers are there, but $40 million is a lot for someone who you want to be your franchise wide receiver. Wizards. Oh, my stars. All right, man. Wizards. I know what Joe is over there talking about, Utah may get this number 1 pick and they might go get AJ. I'm cool with top 3 at this point because, Joe, I'm with you. I'm the one that threw it out there. This whole Utah ties is insane. From high school to college to the league, the owner of the... Anyway, look it up for yourselves. I won't be the one to keep spewing this on the internet. So outside of that, Wizards top 3, we good. Cowboys will figure it out. We definitely need a linebacker. I like what's happening. I was at a cookout recently, and all Commander fans ran down on me and was like, "Man, did you see our off season?" I was like, "Yeah, I seen what y'all did. Y'all look nice." He's like, "Man, we coming for y'all." I'm like, "Why is us?" And then that's when we banded together and was like, "Well, you know the Eagles stink," and I was like, "You know what? We good. And I'm still waiting for my apology, Eagles fans. None of y'all have yet hit me up personally like y'all do when y'all win games. I'm still waiting for y'all to say, "My bad, bro. You was right about AJ Brown." AJ, I'm just saying, from electric bites to getting traded, that's just what it's gonna be.
They're killing you on TikTok in the comments.
I know they are, but I don't know. Why would we be loyal to someone that's loyal to us?
Too. You ain't get no apology from AJ.
I need one because I told him.
Went at you in the Instagram comments.
I told him though. I'm not responding until I get an apology.
By the way, I see why Michigan State's at 3.5 wins, bro. We play Notre Dame, Michigan, Illinois, Oregon, Washington, Nebraska.
Y'all getting smoked,
bro. Ooh, we have a good season this year.
I'm taking the under.
I mean, y'all got Eastern Michigan.
I mean, that's one game in Toledo.
All right, y'all. That's all we have for y'all today, and we'll see y'all Thursday at the next episode. Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.